Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. We are almost ready to kick off in El Clásico, Barcelona versus Real Madrid. They meet up in the Alfredo Di Stefano in Madrid. I'm here alongside with Oliver Domínguez, my co-host for today. And how are you, Oliver?
Hello, I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good.
Excited, no?
Very excited to say the least. I think it's a moment that we've all been waiting for, a critical part in the whole season, both for Barcelona and for Real Madrid. So we'll have to see. Just very quickly, let's take a look at the lineups both for Barcelona and for Real Madrid. Barcelona will go with this formation: Ter Stegen, Mingueza, Araujo, Lenglet, Des, De Jong, Pedri, Busquets, Alba, and Messi and Dembele in as the attackers. So what would you make of it, Oliver?
Well, there's probably a few things. I mean, it was quite the expected one, but we have Araujo coming back.
Yes.
Strong defender. Probably he's going to be on Benzema, and well, he's probably physically the best defender we have. And so it's surprisingly PK isn't in the starting lineup. I suppose he's still not fully fit to play 90 minutes, but a lot of us expected him to be part of the game for a big chunk of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's a wise decision, right? He's coming back from an injury, long-term injury. He can't really be that 100% back in form, and to just send him to a Clásico as a starter, as much as he contributes to the team as a captain, I don't think it was the wise decision. So I really think it was a good decision to send in Araujo instead of Piqué. Let's take a look to the subs. Piqué is actually on the bench for Barcelona in case he is needed. Let's hope it does not come down to that. But as the goalkeepers, we have Peña, Tenas. In the defense, we have Piqué, Umtiti, Firpo, and Sergi Roberto that is also back. We have Pjanic, Puig, Moriba in the midfield, and Braithwaite, Trincao, and Griezmann. Griezmann, another big name that actually goes to the bench and not as a starter. So what would you think of that, Oliver?
Well, Griezmann hasn't been at the top of his game recently, and he's probably, well, Koeman probably wants him to cause an impact at some point in the second half. Hopefully, we don't need him because at that point we're already 3-0. But chances are we may need to use him at some point.
Okay. Let's look here. Yeah, let's look quickly to Real Madrid. We have Courtois, Vasquez, Militao, Nacho, and Mendy, Valverde, Kroos, Casemiro, and Modric, Benzema, and Vinicius. Vinicius, the man in form, alongside with Benzema. Let's remember that Vinicius basically won the game for Real Madrid in the Champions League against Liverpool with a brace. 2 very good goals. So a man to keep out, to keep an eye on.
Exactly, and he's gonna be trouble. He probably will be trouble for Mingueza and Des. Probably they will need to combine to stop him because he's fast, he's skillful, and in open space, Mingueza could struggle a lot with him, and because of that pace. I don't know. He's probably the best man of Real Madrid now. But offensively, they kind of found a bit of a shape with Benzema as well. Surprisingly, Asensio is not on the starting 11 because he was playing well recently. But I'm assuming Valverde would be there to reinforce the midfield in order to try outnumber Barcelona and not be outnumbered by the 5-man midfield that Koeman is fielding.
Yep. So very similar formation to say at least between Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Yes, I think they will play like that. Valverde probably he's more a box-to-box midfielder, so he'll probably try to come for second plays and help offensively to Benzema and Vinicius. But I'm assuming they will play very similarly. With those lineups, I reckon we can expect to have a tense game in the midfield. And I don't know if with that much presence in the box, but we'll see.
Very quickly, also looking at the subs for Real Madrid. And as goalkeepers, we have Lunin and Altuve, Marcelo and Odriozola in the defense, Isco, the only midfielder, basically, along with Asensio that can play somewhere in the midfield, and with Diaz and Rodrigo. So very little options right now for Zinedine Zidane. Their captain and also another important defender, Varane, alongside with Sergio Ramos, are not in the game. Varane due to COVID and Sergio Ramos due to an injury. So
Carvajal is also out.
Carvajal also on a long-term injury right now. So, let's say that Barcelona can have the upper hand in that aspect. Ronald Koeman has a lot of more pieces to move, a lot more options to bring on from the bench. So let's hope. Right now, actually, the teams are already on the pitch. Barcelona are wearing a unique T-shirt, I believe, that was recently unveiled by President Joan Laporta, specifically used, especially for today. So, this matchup is very promising. Let's see. Let's hope it's not that cagey of an affair. And I'm sorry. I think I cut you off. Are you going to say something or
no? We expect to have like offensive teams. Being the form of Real Madrid against Liverpool and how Barcelona has been playing before the Valladolid game, but still we were playing well. And also seeing the problems Zidane is having to, field 4 men in the defense. Actually, the right back is Lucas Vasquez, who is actually a winger.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can take advantage from that. Although he's been playing well in that position, surprisingly.
Yep. Surprisingly. For those that are listening to us, please submit your questions below. We'll try to answer all of them. And also, please check out our page and all our social media. Subscribe, leave us a comment, follow, and we'll be sure to give back the love. Right now, the match is underway. Barcelona have started this first half. They're playing it right now with Lenglet to Jordi Alba to Busquets back to Jordi Alba playing with Lenglet, suffering from the pressure from Real Madrid. Luka Modric won back the ball, but Barcelona break really quickly into space. After that, looking for Ousmane Dembélé, but the attack is actually hashed out by Militao. Militao back to Vasquez to Courtois. Courtois gets rid of the ball. It falls back to Lenglet back to Frenkie de Jong. A lot of players are moving around a lot for Real Madrid. Nobody's really keeping to themselves. They're looking for the closest man of Barcelona to cover up. The midfield, as you said, Oliver, is very, very highly condensed in very small spaces. We have Messi looking forward, looking to go forward, but Casemiro is all over him, takes the ball away, but it falls back to Mingueza to Des back to Mingueza to Araujo, a key figure that is back for Barcelona. Really good news because the defense was struggling and having to use Frenkie de Jong, but good to have him back. Madrid just waiting for Barcelona in this this first minute and a half, waiting for Barcelona to come at them and just waiting basically in their own spaces, not really pressuring right now Marc-André ter Stegen with a lot of time. He tried to play it to Pedri and almost Benzema won it back. Benzema was almost in a 1-1 situation against Marc-André ter Stegen, but the ball favored the Barcelona team.
I think we may see a bit of what Barcelona was trying to do with Real Madrid in Guardiola times in certain games. Try to play a bit safer than usual, not going that far, that heavily on the attack, control the ball, try to secure the chances. In order for Real Madrid not to get easy balls on the counterattack, because, as we said, Vinicius is fast. Valverde is quite physical, and they could put us in trouble.
Yep, they could very easily play just counterattack Real Madrid and be very dangerous for a Barca side that also plays with a lot of space in the back because they like to have lines in midfield and defense up the pitch, not that back. Right now we have De Jong that plays with Pedri that is tangled in between 5 Real Madrid players, but he plays it to Busquets to Araujo looks for De Jong. The ball passes on to Ferland Mendy to Casemiro to Kroos looks for Vinicius tries to play very quickly to Benzema, but the ball just slithers through all the way to Marc-André ter Stegen. back to Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets has been very participant in these first 3 minutes. He looks for Ousmane Dembélé, but the ball goes all the way over to Courtois that very easily handles it. They play to Lucas Vasquez. Lucas Vasquez that plays all the way back to Courtois. Courtois a little bit pressured by Ousmane Dembélé. He goes to Kroos back to Courtois back to Nacho. Nacho tries to play to Vinicius. Vinicius is facing a very physical player that is Oscar Mingueza. And Mingueza wins his first match, drawing a foul by Vinicius. So, Oliver, what would you say? Who is going to win this matchup, Vinicius or Mingueza? We know that Mingueza is quite fast, but not Vinicius fast, I think.
No, that's probably what's gonna do it. If Real Madrid get the chances to get Vinicius to run, they can run Mingueza easily. And if for whatever reason they can't, and the matchup happens in narrow spaces, Mingueza is much more powerful physically. That's why I said probably in open spaces, Dest should give a hand, because otherwise Mingueza is gonna struggle. And Mingueza is not afraid to tackle hard.
I'm sorry, we have Vinicius that are trying to go against Marc-André Ter Stegen, but the ball goes through all the way to Ter Stegen. He had a clear one-on-one situation, a little bit pressured by the defense of Barcelona. I'm sorry to cut you off, Oliver, but Vinicius almost had a 1v1 situation against Marc-André Ter Stegen. Hopefully, a little bit of a miracle. The ball went out of the control of Vinicius and fell to the hands of Marc-André Ter Stegen, but that pressure of landmark pressure of Zinedine Zidane Real Madrid is having an effect right now in these almost 5 minutes of game. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see how Barcelona cope with this kind of pressure. That's not that rare that teams play with that kind of pressure against Barcelona. But then again, it is Real Madrid. It's not a mid-table team. It is Real Madrid that want to pressure Barcelona.
And that's why we need to close down defensively those spaces, because it could be trouble to playing against Vinicius and even Benzema. Sometimes he moves well with spaces, even though he's not particularly fast. And we need to be very careful at the back.
Yes, completely.
Madrid is effective and they got a lot of punch in the box.
Right now we have Messi facing Casemiro. He shakes him off. Messi looks for a pass to Pedri, but the ball is cut out. It falls to Busquets back to Messi to De Jong to Lenglet puts his hands up. He wants to play it. He plays it to Jordi Alba looking for a cross, but actually Valverde is there and cuts it out. Messi playing in between lines, and if he shakes up Casemiro, he makes the defense have to step up and maybe create a little bit more spaces. We have Pedri on the edge of the box. Pedri plays it, but the ball is cut out by Kroos, I believe. It falls all the way to Ronald Araujo in the midfield. Araujo to Mingueza to Busquets. Busquets wants to find Messi again, but the ball goes all the way to Nacho to Kroos. Kroos plays it to Benzema in the midfield, trying to orchestrate an attack for Real Madrid. He faces Mingueza trying to pressure him. It falls back to Valverde with a little bit of luck, but it goes all the way to De Jong now. De Jong trying to break into space. He's tripped up by Valverde, I believe, and the referee calls a foul. A double contact of Valverde on Frenkie de Jong and then on Serginho Dest.
That's probably the role of Valverde being physical there, trying to go box to box, and probably trying to also compensate the activity that De Jong will bring in Barcelona's midfield, and also freeing Casemiro a bit for what you said, because I think Messi playing between lines might be one of the keys of the game, and the fact that Casemiro can be on top of him is probably an essential part of the defensive plan for Real Madrid. And that's why probably Valverde will release Casemiro of some of his usual duties.
Yeah, completely. If Messi finds those spaces between lines and he can play that final pass to Ousmane Dembélé and put him in 1v1 situation against defenders or Thibaut Courtois, it would be a huge plus for Barcelona. Right now we have Dest competing against Mendy on that right wing, but Mendy wins. And now it's a throw-in for Real Madrid. Real Madrid taking it very easily and calmly, this throw-in. Mendy looks back to Nacho, but he decides to go forward. He's looking for his teammates. Nobody really moving. He goes to Kroos. Kroos back to Mendy. Mendy to Nacho. Nacho just gets rid of the ball. Mingueza wins it in the air against Vinicius. And now the ball falls to Benzema. Benzema back to Casemiro. Casemiro to Lucas Vasquez. Lucas Vasquez tried to get rid of the ball, but fell all the way to Lenglet. Lenglet, a beautiful back heel from Jordi Alba, and the ball is now with Busquets. Busquets goes back to Alba. Alba now on the left wing. He goes to Pedri. Pedri on the edge of the box. He goes to Dembele. Dembele back to Pedri. Messi with a little bit of space, but the ball is cut out by Mendy, and now it falls to Des, and now the ball goes all the way to Thibaut Courtois. A good succession of passes right there for Barcelona in front of Thibaut Courtois' box. We'll have to see if they can keep this up. And now, I'm sorry.
No, sorry. I was going to say we saw the first bit of Dest today. I think it's important that he keeps Mendy busy because Mendy is a physical defender, very powerful physically, very fast, very strong.
Oh, what a good pass by Messi! Messi to Jordi Alba, and he tried to cross it, but Thibaut Courtois had a hand in it. If he hadn't touched that ball, it would have gone all the way to Ousmane Dembélé. Just had to tap it in. The first clear action by Thibaut Courtois on the goal of Real Madrid. What a good pass between lines of Messi to Jordi Alba, his longtime associate, and then he tried to cross it to Ousmane Dembélé, but Courtois just read the pass all the way and handed it. First clear action of the offense of Barcelona. We'll have to see if they can keep this attack on. Now we have Benzema breaking a little bit free on the right wing. Araujo all over him. Araujo not really letting him progress that much. Now he goes to Lucas Vasquez. Lucas Vasquez tries to cross it, but Araujo is there and cuts the cross away. I think it's a throw-in for Real Madrid, not a corner kick. We'll have to see.
But we saw Jordi Alba there. It's of course going to be important today. As we said, trying to work on Lucas Vasquez might be a good advantage for Barcelona, especially at the back, because Lucas Vasquez as a winger, he also tends to go forward.
Corner kick by Real Madrid, and the ball goes to Casemiro, and they try to play it again, but Araujo is there to just kick it away as far as possible. It goes all the way to the midfield with Ferland Mendy on the left wing. He plays it to Vinicius back to Mendy to Casemiro. Mendy with a little bit of space. He goes all the way back to, I believe, is Nacho. Nacho pressure a little bit by Messi, and Nacho goes all the way back to Thibaut Courtois on the edge of his box. He goes to Valverde. Valverde tries to progress all the way to midfield, not with a lot of opposition by Barcelona. He goes to Modric. Modric is covered by Frenkie de Jong. Modric goes to Benzema. Benzema back to Modric. Modric to Vasquez. And now it goes to Valverde. Valverde trying to progress a little bit, but Pedri and Jordi Alba are all over them alongside with Frenkie de Jong. Modric slides looking for the ball, but I think the ball hit his hand, and that allowed him to control it. Gil Manzano, the referee for today, a lot of controversy always between in El Clásico between referees and who's selected and all that. Let's hope that he is not an important factor in today's match, because it's not always the best sight to see.
Gil is always a controversial one, and Mateo was already controversial, but Gil is even more controversial.
Now we have Ter Stegen that plays the ball with his teammates. Ter Stegen that looks for a pass, but Real Madrid also not pressuring him. The closest man to him is Karim Benzema. Benzema just there waiting for him. Ter Stegen goes long. He finds Busquets, but he's disarmed by Kroos. Kroos goes to Casemiro. Casemiro, he goes forward. He looks for Vinicius. He finds Vinicius. Vinicius facing 2-3 defenders. He takes away Araujo, Lenglet, and now it falls to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba with Pedri. Pedri with Busquets. Busquets trying to play back to Mingueza. Mingueza gets rid of the ball. He finds Messi. Messi to Pedri. Pedri to Des. A little bit of space. Barcelona right now. He goes to Dembele. Dembele back to Pedri. Pedri trying to dribble. He goes to Messi. Messi can get away from one man, but then the ball just goes long and he dives. But Barcelona, the referee does not see anything to it, and he lets the play go on. And now Real Madrid have it with with Valverde. Valverde goes away from Jordi Alba. He finds Vasquez on the right wing. Vasquez trying to cross. He finds Benzema. Benzema with a back heel and a goal from Real Madrid. On the 13th minute, Karim Benzema scores a goal as a back heel, I believe. He used his back heel and he beat Marc-André ter Stegen in that first post. So now,
hard blow, yeah, that's a hard blow. Valverde did a great play there, a great run.
Yeah, he got away from Jordi Alba very quickly. The Barcelona players are going to Gil Manzano and asking for a foul on Messi in the other side of the field. Just a very good play from Ernesto Valverde, from Federico Valverde, and the whole defense of Barcelona wasn't that organized. And Benzema with a beautiful back heel kick, and he just
great goal.
Yeah, great goal. Great technical use of all his resources for Karim Benzema, Real Madrid's biggest scorer this season so far in La Liga. And Ronald Araujo really couldn't do anything to that. He didn't expect it, I believe, and neither did ter Stegen. So 14 minutes, Real Madrid lead against Barcelona 1-0. And now Barcelona have to really go upstream against in this very important match in La Liga.
Probably the key moment in that play should have been try to stop the Valverde run. Valverde was, he did what he was filled out here today to do. Run Barcelona, run the midfield, and be a good second line support for the attacking couple players.
Yep. Right now we have Barcelona trying to attack more on that left wing through Pedri and Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba with a throw-in, looking for his teammates. He looks back, he looks forward, he doesn't know where to go. He tries to play. He goes finally with Pedri. Pedri goes all the way back to Oscar Mingueza. Mingueza plays to Busquets to Messi. Messi dropping a little bit back. Casemiro always looking for him, always trying to locate where exactly the Argentine star is. Now they go to Pedri with Frenkie de Jong to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba tries to cross it. It falls all the way to Messi. Messi trying to get away from 2-3 defenders. He does. He sends a cross. But Ousmane Dembélé could not hit it in. Now we have this all on the other side of the box. He goes back to Mingueza to Busquets. Busquets tries to play it, but crosses all over him. He goes back to Araujo to Lenglet. Beautiful transition right here for Barcelona. Long plays, long possessions. We have Pedri in front of basically the whole team of Real Madrid just defending at the moment. Pedri, he fights Messi between lines. Messi, but he's disarmed by Nacho. Now they find De Jong. De Jong finds Dest. Dest tries to cross, but Ferland Mendy is there to just take it over. Now they go with Vinicius. Vinicius trying to break quickly, but the ball is intercepted by Frenkie de Jong. And now Casemiro intercepts a pass from Frenkie de Jong. They go once again to Vinicius, but he loses the ball yet again, and Araujo wins it back for Barcelona. Now they go with Dest. Dest to Busquets to Pedri to Lenglet. A little key ball here from Barcelona. Now they go to Jordi Alba on the left wing. He goes back to Pedri. Pedri very participative in these first few minutes for Barcelona after that goal. He tries to find Mingueza, but the ball goes long. And now a throw-in for Real Madrid, almost 17 minutes of the first time here in El Clásico.
It is a hard blow. Would have been good to be able to strike back right after, of course. Not only in terms of the score, but from a mental perspective, psychologically. Now, as you said, we're going upstream. And it's never easy, but Real Madrid are very comfortable now. We will have to probably go more on the offense to give away spaces. And Real Madrid will feel comfortable in that scenario.
Yeah, at least right now, Barcelona is attacking. They're not really having to defend that much after that first goal. We'll have to see if they can keep this up. We have Pedri. Pedri, he goes back to Araujo. Araujo goes on his left to Lenglet. Lenglet back to Pedri. Pedri tries to find Messi. He finds Messi with a quick pass to Frenkie de Jong, and it goes back to Ousmane Dembélé. Messi inside the box, but the ball goes all the way out. And now it's a corner kick for Barcelona. I believe it's their first corner kick. a good succession of passes between Messi and the midfield and Ousmane Dembele, very participative. We'll have to see. They played short the corner. Ousmane Dembele tries to shake up Vinicius. Oh, what a beautiful technique. He tries to get away, but Vinicius just hits the ball a little bit. And now they try to break in quick space. Pedri draws a foul by Kroos. Kroos was saying that he was tripped up by Pedri, but Pedri won the ball. And now it's a foul against the German player of Real Madrid in a very good position for Barcelona, probably a cross. And let's see if Araujo can make use of his great height.
It's a good thing that at least Messi is active, as you said. Dembele is also participative. We are sort of active in defensive end and moving the ball around, finding good ways to get into the box. Still not probably getting clear shots, but they will come if we keep playing like this.
Yep, I'm very participative. So we have the cross, and it goes across, and I believe it's going all the way to Araujo, but a lot of players went down right there. I believe it was Longley alongside with Casemiro. Also, Araujo looked to be tripped up a little bit with all the action. Looking back at the replay, I don't see really that much out of the ordinary. They tripped, I believe. It was completely without the intent, unintentionally. Not really much there to it. Referee just gave the ball back to Real Madrid. And, well, yeah, I mean, almost 20 minutes. Barcelona aren't playing badly. Real Madrid basically just scored that one opportunity that they've had all game long. Very physical so far. Very entertaining match at the moment. Barcelona attacking a lot. But also Real Madrid is always very dangerous, just waiting for those opportunities to score as many goals as they can. Right now we have Courtois. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Oliver.
No, sorry, I was going to say Madrid look very solid. Very Zidane-like, not bright, not brilliant, not like a shiny team that, you know, make you fall in love with them, but they get the job done, and that's probably giving them the lead. They haven't done anything else other than the goal, really. But
Modric right now is attacking. He plays it to Vinicius. Vinicius goes back to Benzema. Modric gets the ball. He tries to hit it, but Araujo is there to take it away. And now Frenkie de Jong tries to play very quickly to Ousmane Dembele in space, facing Eder Militao, that is also pacey to some extent. But he tries to play it to Messi, but the ball falls to Kroos. Kroos plays it back to Lucas Vasquez, and now Lucas Vasquez in the midfield with Valverde. Real Madrid looked very dangerous in that play for a few seconds. They looked like they could find that space that the three-man defense are trying to keep out of. Right now, Real Madrid are trying to keep the ball, not give it straight away to Barcelona. Nacho plays it back to Courtois. Courtois looks for some of his team. He just kicks it away, trying to find Benzema, but it goes all the way to Araujo. Araujo heads it. He finds Busquets in the midfield. He goes to Pedri with a beautiful pass. Pedri tries to play it to Ousmane Dembele, but Dembele just couldn't read the intention of his teammate. Had he found him, he could have been in a situation to score a goal.
About what you said there, Real Madrid are trying to maintain the ball a bit more to keep it. It makes sense because I don't think they can realistically expect to go on like this for the 90 minutes. So at some point they have to show something in the attacking half. Of course, I mean, if they could, it could happen that they stay defensive and they get another chance like they had and they get a second goal. But realistically, it's not really the best game plan. So I suppose at some point they need to show something else, to scare Barcelona, to move the team back and not be parking the bus from the whole 90 minutes, which is always very dangerous.
Right now we have Casemiro trying to go forward, but he's tripped up by Pedri, and I believe he will see the first yellow card. He's seen the first yellow card of the match. 22 minutes. He tripped up Casemiro. I believe he was also holding him back with his jersey. So we'll have to see. It is in a good position, I believe, for a free kick or a shot directly to Marc-André ter Stegen goal. But we'll also have to see. Real Madrid have very interesting elements to go with, aerially speaking. So right now, first free kick for Real Madrid in the game, in very good position. we'll see who decides to take it because they have good specialists. To say at least, Kroos, Modric, even Benzema could have a go at it and see what happens. They're waiting for. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Oliver.
No, I was gonna say just that we've been able to see what Real Madrid is trying to play as well in this first half, well, almost half hour to something minutes. They were feeling a bit lucky to find themselves ahead in the scoreboard, but it was a bit what we expected. Midfield, counter-attacks, being fast. They use very well the wings. Probably also one of our weaknesses is Alba's back on the left side of our defense. Well, that's a bit what we're expecting. We're not, but the great thing about them is that everyone knows what they're gonna do, and they still manage to do it. So they must be doing something right.
Yep. As you were saying that, the free kick by Benzema went way over the head of Marc-André ter Stegen, not really doing anything in the dangerous aspect. Real Madrid trying to pressure a little bit Barcelona when Marc-André ter Stegen has the ball, but as of now, Lenglet is basically in the midfield, and Madrid just waiting for them. Now it goes to Messi. Messi that drops a little bit to the left wing, trying to find his teammates. He goes with Busquets. Busquets finds Pedri. Pedri goes to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong just shakes off one defender. And now Benzema is pressuring him all the way in front of the box of Thibaut Courtois. And now the ball goes out as Benzema actually had a touch on that ball. And Frenkie de Jong lost control. And now it's a throw-in for Real Madrid, almost in that line of corner kick. It's Lucas Vasquez with a throw-in. He looks for his teammates. He looks for Modric. Modric not really moving. Now he goes to Federico Valverde, but it goes to Busquets. Busquets goes to Araujo. Araujo finds it. He controls it. He goes to Mingueza. Mingueza goes now to the right wing with Dest. Serginho goes back to Oscar. Oscar Mingueza goes to Sergio Busquets. Busquets goes to Araujo. Barcelona trying to, I believe, cool it a bit down the game so far.
Who would have? That probably was a bet that gave someone a lot of money. Who would have thought that Pedri was going to be the first yellow card of the game? Was going to see the first yellow card of the game with Casemiro or Araujo, Mingueza on the pitch. Who would have thought it goes to Pedri?
Yep. Now we have Barcelona, Messi looking to go forward, but the ball's taken away from him. Now they go to Vinicius. Vinicius breaks in space. He gets away from Oscar Mingueza. Vinicius finding a lot of green space in front of him. He tries to get away once again, and he goes away, and it's a foul. A foul of, I don't know if what Mingueza. Yes, it was Mingueza, just outside the box of Barcelona. Had it been just a few meters inside, a little bit forward, it would have been a penalty for Real Madrid. Vinicius just knocked the ball in between the defenders, and it was, I believe, outside. I don't know. He tripped up with Araujo's ankle or foot. I don't know. But it is a free kick for Real Madrid right now, outside the box of Barcelona, just by a few centimeters. And it was a yellow card, but not for Oscar Mingueza. I'm sorry, but for Ronald Araujo. The referee saw the action and believe it was a yellow card for Ronald Araujo. Now we'll have to see an even more dangerous free kick from Real Madrid, closer, obviously, than the one before. Kroos looks to be the one that will take it. He's a very important specialist of free kicks all over his career. He has done some incredible free kicks. Modric also lines next to him, but it looks as if Kroos is the one that's ready to take it. We'll have to see. Almost 27 minutes of game. Real Madrid are leading right now, and a distance of 22 meters with this free kick. Kroos looks to take it, and it's a oh my God. It's a kick, and I believe it was deflected by a defender of Barcelona, and it is a goal for Real Madrid. 2-0 for Real Madrid, 27 minutes played. It was a free kick that taken by Kroos, but it was deflected by a defender of Barcelona, I believe. So it's 2-0 for Real Madrid.
Very cruel, very cruel. They shot twice. They
2
bet
goals.
across the midfield twice as well, or maybe 3 times. Now we find ourselves 2 goals down and a mountain to claw back.
It hit the back of Serginho Dest, and
Dest.
then on the line, Jordi Alba was trying to react to that deflection, but he just had a touch, a very, very soft touch on it, and he couldn't really prevent the ball from going in. So Real Madrid are leading right as of now 2-0 after a goal of Karim Benzema and a free kick of Toni Kroos that was deflected by Serginho Dest. So 2-0 Real Madrid, 28 minutes of the first half. Real Madrid playing very efficiently, two positions of goal and 2 goals. Barcelona trying to create a little bit more of football, but not really being able to do that much to Courtois or even making him worry about a shot or something. Right now we have Sergio Busquets in the midfield. He goes to Lenglet. Lenglet goes back to Sergio Busquets. Busquets looks for Messi, but he decides to pass it to Oscar Mingueza. Mingueza to Dest. Now they go back to Messi. Messi to Lenglet. Lenglet tries to find Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba on the left wing. He's pressured by 2 defenders of Real Madrid. They go back to Lenglet. Lenglet to Messi. Messi has the whole team of Real Madrid in front of him. Now he goes to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba back to Messi. Messi inside the box. He goes back to Jordi Alba. Now Jordi Alba to Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets to Lenglet. Lenglet to Araujo. Araujo to Serginho Dest, trying to play a little bit more quickly with a little bit more passes. Now they find Ousmane Dembele that tries to get away from 2 defenders, but the ball is taken away. And now they find Vinicius in space, but Oscar Mingueza is first there to the ball, but it goes back to Vinicius. Vinicius finds Benzema. Benzema goes back to Vinicius, a little bit more space in front of him. Now he faces 3 defenders of Barcelona. He tries to cut out. He goes inside the box. He goes down, but the referee does not give anything. And now he goes down once again, but the ball is now in Barcelona's feet. I believe it was Ronald Araujo that took the ball away from him. Now Serginho Dest tries to break a little bit more quickly. He tries to pass it to Pedri, but the ball goes away from him. And now Modric has it for Real Madrid. Vinicius, very dangerous to say the least right now for Real Madrid. He's really giving him that dimension of space and quickness that they lacked someone in the last few games before their match against Liverpool in the Champions League.
Yes, exactly. It is key to the game, particularly to the game plan today. That probably was more intending to be in the counter-attack, to be more cautious at first, and then try to strike back when Barcelona. They knew Barcelona was going to try to have the ball, and they've been very lucky with the goals, to be honest. But now they find themselves 2 goals ahead, so it's ideal for them. And now it's probably going to be even worse. I mean, Vinicius is going to have more space, and we have Araujo with a yellow card. It's going to be rough.
Yep. Right now we have Busquets. Busquets is looking in space for Messi, but he couldn't find him. It goes back to this, but Ferland Mendy is first there to the ball, and now he goes against Frenkie de Jong, and he wins that match, drawing a foul by Frenkie de Jong. As we look back to that play between Sergio Busquets and Ronald Araujo, that they took the ball away from Vinicius in that last very important action by Real Madrid. So Vinicius really giving a little bit more of danger to Real Madrid on the counter, especially as he's so elusive, and Barcelona's defenders trying to keep him at bay, but not really accomplishing that at the moment. We have Kroos in the midfield. He goes to Benzema. Benzema goes to Casemiro. Casemiro goes to Mendy. Mendy goes to Modric. Mendy goes to... He finds Modric again, but Mingueza is first to the ball inside the box of Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen is a little bit pressed by Modric, but he goes to Busquets. Busquets goes to Mingueza, and now the pressure of Real Madrid is not really that big as of the moment. They have 2 goals up for those that have just tuned in or couldn't listen to it before. Real Madrid are winning 2-0 against Barcelona in the 32nd minute of the first half. So we'll have to see if Barcelona can come back after this.
The main task, of course, the scoreboard, but is mentally try to get the team back into this thing. Otherwise, we may end up getting pounded. We really do need to get back into this thing, get some shots on goal, because I don't think we've got any. Create chances, and if you can get a goal before halftime, then we have a game for the second. But
Yep.
otherwise, it's gonna be very, very tough. Already from a psychological perspective.
As you were saying that, Real Madrid had a corner kick, and Valverde tried to head a volley, but it was deflected by the defense of Barcelona. And now they drew a foul. I believe it was Serginho Dest on the receiving end by Eder Militao. No yellow card for the Brazilian defender. Right now we have Jordi Alba on the left wing. He goes to Frenkie de Jong, that is pressured a little bit by Kroos, but he gets away easily. Now they go to Serginho Dest. No, I'm sorry, it's Mingueza. He goes to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong finds Pedri in between spaces, but the defense once again of Real Madrid is all over them. As a player of Barcelona gets the ball in attacking position, Real Madrid defenders are all over them defending him. And now they try to find Vinicius in space once again. Fortunately, Mingueza was there and was very physical, was a Brazilian attacker, and was able to take away. The possession at the moment is 63 for Barcelona and just 37 for Real Madrid. The possession all for Barcelona, but not really making anything happen with all that possession.
Real Madrid know very well what to do now. They're very comfortable. And we need to change some things. The way the game is set, it's something needs to happen. Otherwise, but I can't see Barcelona getting anything away from here.
Yep. As we have Mingueza on the right wing, he plays it to Dembele. Dembele is trying to drop a little bit more and have a little bit more contact with the ball, but Vinicius now takes the ball away. It goes over the line, and it's a throw-in for Barcelona as Antoine Griezmann is already warming up just almost 10 minutes before the half, and Antoine Griezmann is already warming up. Probably Ronald Koeman is trying to think of solutions to this problem. We have Messi that gets away from Kroos. He fights Frenkie de Jong, and the Belay goes down. There was a contact on his back, I believe, but the referee does not give anything. He just looked at the action and was play on. A good play. It was Ferland Mendy that was on the other side. I don't think it was enough to call a penalty, but we'll have to see if the referee is told then. Well, if the VAR is telling him anything. And now we have an action between Sergio Busquets and Lucas Vasquez, in which Lucas Vasquez is saying that they contacted him very strongly. I don't think it was a penalty, Oliver. What do you think?
I don't think it should have been a penalty, no. But again, Real Madrid have, with very few passes, they know very well what to do, where to do it, when to do it. They are very comfortable. They're making things happen out of nothing. So they are really, sticking to the game plan probably and making things happen. Probably Griezmann is a good solution to get more active on the attacking half, and but I would sub him in for either Mingueza, Araujo. I don't think Dest should be the man, but it's probably another candidate, and just go all out.
Yeah, it has been, I believe, frustrating for the players of Barcelona because they know that they could have gone up before that first goal in that action that Courtois had a hand on. But as of now, Zinedine Zidane's team has been very, very efficient. The two opportunities that they've had, they've put them away. And also now, Ilaix Moriba is also warming up. So another option for the midfield, a little bit more physical. Probably he has come on in the past for Pedri normally. Lucas Vasquez and Sergio Busquets fortunately do get away correctly from that action, which they clashed their knees together. But right now, Real Madrid tried to send Valverde very quickly into that space. But Lenglet is all over him, and it's now a throw-in for Real Madrid.
Valverde's been a nightmare so far. We are not being able to read his game, to decode his game, and to translate it. And then he's causing a lot of trouble with his physicality, allowing Casemiro to focus more on Messi and on defense tasks. That was a good move by Zidane. And Valverde had like fresher legs since he wasn't in the lineup against Liverpool, or not even the last weekend, I think. So it was a good move, surprising move as well.
Yep, and now it is pouring rain right now in the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium, but very heavily. So we'll have to see, because maybe Real Madrid are actually benefit by this rain, as they are trying to play very quickly. As we have Messi looking forward, 40th minute, he goes to Dest tries to go back to Messi, but the ball is taken away from him. I think it was Ferland Mendy. And now they just kick the ball away, the Real Madrid defense. It falls all the way to Araujo. Araujo finds Mingueza. Mingueza goes to Sergio Busquets. That's fresh a little bit, but he goes back to Mingueza. Mingueza to Dest. Dest back to Mingueza. Dest goes all the way over to Pedri, that now finds Jordi Alba on the left wing. He goes to Ousmane Dembélé, but Casemiro just takes the ball away. He intercepts it, and now it falls to Benzema. And now Araujo intercepts it. And now Messi is outside the box. He shoots. But once again, the defense is just there to cover any attempt. And now it goes to Ousmane Dembélé. Ousmane Dembélé inside the box. But once again, Casemiro wins the ball. And now Casemiro draws a foul of Ousmane Dembélé. He goes down, I believe it was a small contact by the Frenchman. But both Casemiro and Valverde playing very key parts right now. Valverde with those long dribbles and that basically endless stamina for Real Madrid, and Casemiro being basically that fourth defender for Real Madrid also when Messi is trying to attack, or anyone is trying to attack from Barcelona. 41st minute, we have Thibaut Courtois that is sending the ball away. I don't think Lucas Vasquez is really that fit to continue, because we can see a player of Real Madrid getting ready to coming on. Yep, he's going down. He goes down.
Yeah.
He goes down, and now, yep, a substitute will come on for Real Madrid. The obvious substitution would be, I believe, Álvaro Odriozola.
Yeah.
And now we have another. Well, as we see once again that both Antoine Griezmann and Ilaix Moriba are continue to warming up. They are, I believe. Well, it would be a fair assumption to believe that in the second half they will come on. But we'll have to see, as Ronald Koeman is trying to devise some sort of answer to this 2-0 results so far. It's not an impossible comeback, but it's not easy as well. Especially since, as I said before, it's Real Madrid. It's not a mid-table team that'll just wait. They will be effective if they are giving the chance. So we'll have to see what the Dutch manager can say.
If Odriozola gets on pitch, which I think he will, it would be good news for us. Probably he's way out of shape now. He hasn't played games in a while. And Lucas Vázquez, he's causing trouble. He assisted in the first game. He's finding Jordi Alba's back. And the other way around, Jordi Alba is not being able to consistently threaten him.
Yep.
We will see if we can take some advantage of that situation.
Odriozola has come on for Lucas Vázquez, that had to be taken off due to his pain. I believe it was on his knee. And now the 43rd minute of the first half, as we have Barcelona having the ball, as it has been mostly all this first half, but not really being that dangerous to that defense or even the goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. We have Busquets that is trying to control and trying to make something happen. He goes to Araujo. Araujo goes back to Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong finds Dest. Dest finds Leo Messi. Leo Messi that has to drop back a little bit to have a little bit more contact with the ball. He goes to Araujo. Araujo goes to Lenglet. Lenglet to Jordi Alba. And he tries to find Ousmane Dembélé, but he's surrounded by white shirts. And now it goes to Valverde, and Valverde simply just gets rid of it. He doesn't want to have anything of the ball with all that kind of pressure by Barcelona. And now throw in for Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes to Sergio Busquets. Busquets back to Alba. Alba to Lenglet. Lenglet to Mingueza. Mingueza goes and finds this that's on the right wing, and also not being that effective against Ferland Mendy. Sergio Busquets with Messi. Messi to Araujo, back to Messi, and now he finds Lenglet. Lenglet tries to get a bit more of ground. He tries to send across, but Ferland Mendy is there to just head it back. And now it's back to Busquets. Busquets that goes to Araujo. Araujo that finds Pedri. Pedri trying to look for spaces, but he faces Modric. He goes to Clement Lenglet. Lenglet with a beautiful pass to Messi. Messi tries to cross it, but Eder Militao is right there to just head it out. And now it's another throw-in for Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba goes to Clement Lenglet. Lenglet goes back to Araujo, as we see that there's 2 added minutes in this first half. 45th minute and 2 more minutes to go in this first half. We have this that finally wins against Ferland Mendy, and now he draws a corner kick. Mendy that is asking that he didn't touch the ball, and it was a ball for Thibaut Courtois. But this, I believe it's his first opportunity that he's actually won against Ferland Mendy. And now we have a corner kick, and let's see if Barcelona can make something happen out of this corner kick. Barcelona headed. Oh, and it hits the crossbar. The corner kick hit the crossbar. Thibaut Courtois was completely unaware that the ball had hit it. And now Real Madrid tried to break into quick succession, but they are not. They are able to. But now the ball falls all the way to Dest that wins the ball against Vinicius. Vinicius goes to Clement Lenglet. Lenglet goes to Pedri. Pedri tries to get away from 3 defenders of Real Madrid. Clement plays it to the midfield, but they lose the ball. And now Nacho trying to break into a little bit of space. He tries to play to Vinicius, but the ball is just hit too hard. That corner kick, I believe it was Messi that hit it, and it hit the crossbar. Almost an Olympic goal. Yeah, that would have been some goal. Now I believe we have once again Messi that tries to get away once again from Casemiro, but he stands his ground. And now Casemiro against Messi once again. Messi finds Pedri. Pedri goes to Lenglet. Lenglet trying to gain a little bit more of space. And now he goes to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba, he plays it back to Lenglet. Lenglet inside the box trying to play it, but it falls back to Jordi Alba. And another corner kick for Barcelona. The last 10 seconds of the half right now. What a beautiful almost goal. I didn't hit the crossbar. It hit the right post of Thibaut Courtois' goal. We have Ousmane Dembélé that is going to kick that corner kick. He gets it over. It finds to Messi. Messi, but Courtois just covered the whole goal. It was almost a goal by Lionel Messi, but Thibaut Courtois could cover basically all the space in front of Messi. And now the referee just gives it a halt to this first half. He ends the first half, and it ended in a high note. Messi was almost able to get a goal, but Thibaut Courtois was very quick to react. Messi, I believe, had control a bit with his left arm, so it probably would have been called back. But yeah, Courtois on that almost goal from the corner kick was just very badly positioned. He was very lucky. Had that ball gone in, it would have been an immense reaction for Barcelona, but it did not happen. So as of now, halftime in this El Clásico, Barcelona losing 2-0 in the Alfredo Di Stefano. 1 goal of Karim Benzema of back heel, a very beautiful goal. And another goal by Toni Kroos with a little bit of luck, with a big deflection by Serginho Dest that hit his back into the goal. And, well, Real Madrid very, very effective at the moment and just not letting Barcelona do anything. As once as Barcelona tried to attack them, the whole defense is very quickly to recover the ball alongside with Casemiro. So what would you say, Oliver, for this first half?
Well, Madrid was lucky and very effective. Well, we used to say that if we had to some positive, Madrid shouldn't be able to resist at this level defensively for the entire game. because they've been quite physical. Casemiro's been following Messi all around our attacking half, and the covers, the helps, everything has been great for Madrid. But I guess physically, at some point, they won't have much left in the tank. They played against Liverpool. They're gonna play Liverpool this week again. So I suppose Barcelona will get a bit of a chance there, but also it's a bit. But it's bad news for Barcelona that the first half ended when it ended, because that was probably when the team was playing at its best. Clear chances, really got to scare Real Madrid with an early Olympic goal, with a good chance at the end, and hopefully that tendency prevails in the first few minutes of the second half, because a goal would be mammoth for Barcelona.
Yep. Well, let's remember that this could be the last El Clásico for Lionel Messi if he decides not to stay at Barcelona. So let's hope that it does not end in a bashing for Barcelona, as it could be his last El Clásico. Also, Oliver, what would you say for substitutes for Barcelona? I do think it is a game for Antoine Griezmann that could play in that space that Messi is leaving free as Casemiro is all over him. But Antoine Griezmann could occupy that little space that Messi is trying to create for his teammates, but has not been able to so far.
I think it's key. I think it's probably the best weapon you've got at the bench, and I think it's key that he has to enter. Probably the question that remains should be for whom, and then we have a few candidates. Probably the centre backs. Each of them is a candidate of his own, but then I don't know if Koeman would want to touch the midfield, because I think that has worked well in terms of domination. Maybe not physicality when trying to close down, particularly Valverde, but we haven't been outnumbered in the pitch, to put it that way. But we will see. My guess could be definitely one of the centre backs, and maybe Serginho Dest, but that would be giving too much advantage to someone as quick and physical as Mendy on that left wing, and Vinicius as well.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, it could very well be either Serginho Dest and play Ousmane Dembélé more on that right wing, but asking him to go back isn't really his strength to say. Let's say he would have a very important part, defensively speaking, if he were to be moved to that part. And
Mingueza should stay back. I mean, Mingueza cannot play the wing with Vinicius.
No. So it would have to be that way, or take off Pedri and just rely on Sergio Busquets and Frenkie De Jong. If you were to take a center back, it would have to be, I believe, Ronald Araujo, as he's the one with the yellow card.
Yeah,
just being very logical. So you have to take him and play back Frenkie De Jong as he had played in the last few games, and just keep the midfield as it is and put on Griezmann alongside with Ousmane Dembélé.
That would be my first option, guess. Yeah.
Yep. We have a comment here from Valeria that said the biggest, the greatest, the highest, Lionel Messi. Yep, Lionel Messi, the greatest of all time. Let's hope that he can be part of the comeback in that second half. Well, we're off to a break right now, but we'll be back just a few minutes before the second half commences. And please, as always, if you have any comment, anything to say or tell us, just leave it and we'll read it and we'll discuss it. So we'll be back in a few minutes.
See you in a bit.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back after a brief break of halftime for this El Clásico. For those just tuning in or couldn't listen to the whole first half, Barcelona are losing 2-0 against Real Madrid. Unfortunately, a very efficient team of Real Madrid, two very quick goals. I believe it was in 10 minutes, Oliver, that they scored the two goals.
Roughly, yeah. About 10 minutes, one before the first quarter, the 15 minutes of the games, and and the second one just roughly 10 minutes later, and it's not even that, but it's a bit what you said, that very efficient, very lucky, because in the second one there was a deflection that was essentially key, and also Jordi Alba could have deflected it.
Had a bigger touch on the ball.
Yeah, he had it, but it wasn't enough, so the ball ended up going in anyway. Then it took us way too long to start shooting at the goal. Because I believe the first shot on goal was roughly at 40th minute.
Yep.
I don't know. It's going to be hard. It's going to be very hard. Griezmann's coming on. Let's see for whom.
Yep. As of now, the game has started once again. It is the second half underway. Griezmann has come on for Barcelona. I have not seen for whom yet. I believe it was for Serginho Dest. So I do think Serginho Dest has come off.
He's on the pitch.
Yep, Frenkie de Jong has been moved a little. Well, Ousmane Dembélé has been moved to that right side. Probably will be using a lot more space than Dest was using, especially since he is quicker and more efficient in those 1v1 situations against defenders. So Barcelona Ronald Koeman has moved some pieces. Right now we have Ousmane Dembélé facing Ferland Mendy. Ferland Mendy is fellow Frenchman, but the ball is won by Vinicius. Vinicius having a lot of green space in front of him. Ousmane Dembélé chasing him down. Vinicius just holds back for a second, and he plays it to Kroos. Kroos to Mendy. Mendy to Casemiro. Casemiro plays it to Modric. Modric in the midfield. He goes to Valverde. Valverde goes back to Modric, and now they go to Odriozola. Odriozola that came on for Lucas Vasquez, that was playing in that right back position, but was injured after a clash with Busquets. And right now we have Valverde. Valverde almost in that corner kick. In that corner kick side of Barcelona, but the ball goes all the way back to Modric. Modric to Kroos. Kroos finds once again Benzema, and now the ball is intercepted by Ousmane Dembélé as they try to find Ferland Mendy, and Dembélé tries to break a little bit quickly right now, but Oscar Mingueza just plays it to Frenkie de Jong, and now Messi a little bit behind the midfield, and he finds Griezmann with some space against Odriozola. Griezmann just waiting for some kind of backup. He goes to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba finds Pedri. Pedri back to Griezmann. Griezmann back to Pedri. Pedri, he tries to cross it. And Messi, but the ball is deflected. He did have a touch on it, but the ball is deflected by the defense, and it goes off. And now it goes to Valverde. And actually, the referee was tripped up by Sergio Busquets. And now they find Benzema with a lot of green space in front of him. He faces Araujo, and now Vinicius trying to face him, trying to cross it back to Benzema, but Benzema was not there yet. He just mistimed the pass, and Clément Lenglet was ready to intercept. And now Frenkie de Jong trying to break a little bit quickly, but he does not find Ousmane Dembélé. He decides to go to the midfield with Sergio Busquets. And the rain coming down hard in the Alfredo Di Stefano, and a very electrifying first few minutes in this second half. Barcelona looking aggressive, trying to find those spaces much more quickly than before. Messi, he goes to Dembélé. Dembélé facing Ferland Mendy. He crosses it, and it was Griezmann that was almost open, but Eder Militao headed it up, and now Thibaut Courtois has it in his possession.
We saw a good few things in the first roughly 3.5 minutes. Because Dembélé actually showed defensive commitment, at least in this first few actions. That was good. And also he proved to be very active in the attacking half.
Yep.
That could be that could put Mendy in trouble because Dembele is skillful and is quick.
Yep.
And
And
we
now
will see.
I'm sorry. Okay. We have Pedri finding Messi, and Messi now with Dembele. Dembele really being more participative in that right half. He goes away from Ferland Mendy. Ferland Mendy goes down to the ground, and it's a corner kick, I believe, for Barcelona. Another corner kick after Ferland Mendy was in that attack against Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele will be coming to take that corner kick, and now he heads it. And it goes, I believe, was to Frenkie de Jong, but the ball was deflected once again by Eder Militao in that aerial duel. Eder Militao all over the place right now for Real Madrid, and the rain is pouring down. It's really harsh right now. Another corner kick for Barcelona. As they hit it, it goes down to Busquets, but Busquets was not quick to his feet to react and probably score a goal. And now Modric tries to break quickly. He finds Kroos. Kroos goes back to Modric, and now he goes back to the defense. And they find Vinicius that was breaking very quickly, but also the ball is really quick at the moment. It just hits the ball, and it goes spinning very quickly as the pitch is soaking wet. And now they find Pedri. Pedri, he goes to Griezmann. Griezmann also very participated in these first few minutes. Odriozola wins the ball, and he tried to play it, but Griezmann has it once again, and they just kick it away as once again looking for Karim Benzema, and Ter Stegen is all over it, and he just kicks it out. He doesn't want any trouble with that ball. He doesn't want any trouble with that possession, and aggressive, very few aggressive minutes for Barcelona and for Real Madrid. The Real Madrid the defense is still very solid at the moment, and not really letting Barcelona having that much space. We'll have to see if they can keep this up. As you were saying, Oliver, they did play against Liverpool this week, and they will be playing against them once again. I believe it's on next Wednesday. So we'll have to see what's left for them in the gas. They're just playing right now to kick the ball as far away as they can and see if either Valverde or Karim Benzema or Vinicius can win the ball, but not being very efficient at the moment.
Yes.
And now, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Oliver.
No, I was just gonna add to what you said. Barcelona has been very active in this first few minutes, and that the rain could be a factor. If Barcelona manages to adjust to it better than Real Madrid, maybe there's a better chance to come back from this one.
Yeah,
the ball will be fast, and there's going to be lack of accuracy because of that. Players are not going to be able to reach certain passes, but we will see. Maybe it benefits Barcelona passing game.
Maybe quicker succession of passes, more movement, but also be wary of the counter. Right now we have Busquets. Busquets is looking for some teammates. He finds Mingueza on the right. Mingueza looks up and he finds Dembele also on the right, going once again against his fellow Frenchman. He goes back to Mingueza. Mingueza that goes over to Lenglet. Lenglet that goes to Jordi Alba now on the left wing. Jordi Alba looking for a cross. A defender of Real Madrid went down to the ground. I believe it was Frenkie de Jong against Nacho. And he was looking for a foul against the Barcelona man, but the referee did not whistle anything. And now we have once again Pedri. Pedri facing Modric. Modric takes the ball away from Pedri, and now Benzema with Modric. Modric with Kroos. Kroos once again with Benzema. Very good passes from Real Madrid breaking into space. And now Kroos with a very long shot, but it goes over the goal of Marc-André ter Stegen. Probably the rain had something to do with that kind of shot because it's very uncharacteristic of Toni Kroos. The ball was just nowhere close the goal of Marc-André ter Stegen. We have Busquets.
We saw that Real Madrid actually are going to try to keep playing the counter-attack. They had space. They will have spaces as the minutes go on. And they will feel very comfortable with this.
Yep. We have, once again, Messi trying to look for his teammates. He tries to find Frenkie de Jong, but the ball goes all the way to Thibaut Courtois. something to really highlight. Real Madrid, basically, they're just playing in the last 20, 30 meters of the pitch. They put all their players there when Barcelona trying to attack, and it's working for them very favorably. They're not letting Barcelona players have that much space. They're not letting Messi get anywhere near the box or inside the box, and if he does get in some occasion, they're all over him if the ball gets to his feet. So we'll have to see how both Barcelona and Lionel Messi cope with this situation. As we have Lenglet in the midfield, once again just gaining some ground, and he finds Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba, he goes to Frenkie de Jong. I'm sorry, but the rain is really heavy right now, and I can't really see that well. Busquets, he goes to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba to Pedri, and he tries to dribble away from Modric once again. He just passes the ball all the way to Mingueza. The rain is coming down hard now in the Alfredo Di Stefano. They find Ousmane Dembele. He finds Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong tries to play it, and he hits a goal. Oh, but Antoine Griezmann was offside. He did have a contact on the ball, but it was just wide of the post of Thibaut Courtois. He wasn't on offside, but what a great pass from Frenkie de Jong trying to find his teammate. Good pass from Frenkie de Jong.
It was a good call.
Yeah, it was a good call of offside, but at least Barcelona are trying to find those spaces, not always going through Lionel Messi. Vinicius right now has been really quiet. He tried to find Ferland Mendy with a little bit of space, but was unable to. And now I believe it was Sergio Busquets was trying to find Messi, but the ball was very inaccurate. And now Modric goes back all the way to Eder Militao. Militao a little bit pressured by Messi and Busquets. He goes to Modric. Modric finds Odriozola, and now he finds Casemiro. Casemiro tries to break into space, and now Valverde, and now Benzema tried to had a tap in, but I believe it was Oscar Mingueza that crossed. He did not have any opportunity. Mingueza was right all over him after Real Madrid had a very good few passes. Casemiro was asking for a foul, but the referee just allowed the game to play on, and Casemiro was asking for something. And now Barcelona is on the other side with Griezmann trying to attack. Eder Militao just wins in a very physical battle right there. Griezmann went down to the ground, but Eder Militao took the ball away very cleanly. And now once again, Real Madrid with a little bit more space, a little bit more of men. 4v4, Benzema tries the shot, and it goes wide of the goal of Marc-André ter Stegen. 56-minute, very touch and go match right now for Barcelona and Real Madrid. They are going head to head. They are trying both to win a little bit more space. Real Madrid with the favorable results so far with that 2-0. But Barcelona not really also letting them get that close to that third goal. They allow them to get up the pitch, but not really that dangerously. As we have Pedri not trying to dribble. Go ahead, Oliver.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add that Barcelona is defending better, but still Madrid is also attacking better. They're not getting good shots, but they're getting shots. Barcelona barely managing to even do that. That's a problem. Actually, Griezmann's individual movement there was very good, but Militao is playing a very solid game. Shout out to him because he's particularly in the area battle. He's playing very well, and none of the Barcelona attackers are managing to get past him.
No, and also every time Messi has the ball, it looks as if all the players of Real Madrid know what he's going to do already because they're all over his passes and his shots. So we'll see what Messi tries to do, if he tries to do something different or if he tries to maybe move a little bit out of that area that he's normally in. Right now we have Lenglet that plays it to Oscar Mingueza that gets away from Vinicius, but was a little bit pressured by Karim Benzema, and he goes back to Araujo. As we see that now Marco Asensio will come on for Real Madrid. We'll have to see who comes off for Asensio, probably Vinicius or Valverde. I don't think that Karim Benzema will come off, but we'll have to see. Well, right now Barcelona have the ball at midfield with Frankie De Jong. Frankie De Jong trying to gain a bit more of space. Messi finds Messi, and now Messi tries to get away from Eder Militao. He succeeds, but Militao wins the ball once again. And now it falls to Karim Benzema with a little bit of altercation with Lenglet. But Barcelona have it once again, and now it's with Sergio Busquets. Sergio Busquets looking to the right side of the pitch. He goes to Araujo. Araujo finds Mingueza on the right side. Now Mingueza with Dembele. Dembele that is going to reach a ball. He tries to cross it, but once again, Eder Militao is there to just kick it away. Militao is all over the place for the defense of Barcelona, especially for Real Madrid, I'm sorry. And now the ball goes back, and it's a goal by Oscar Mingueza. Oscar Mingueza, after a cross, I believe it was by Antoine Griezmann, just kicks the ball in. What a good goal by the defender of Barcelona. A very unlikely hero right now for Barcelona on the goal side of the match. 59th minute, and a goal by Oscar Mingueza. It was a cross by Alba, and Antoine Griezmann let the ball go through between his legs just as a very good movement. He allowed Mingueza to have the space, and Mingueza just hit the ball. I believe it was with his knee, or I don't know what part of his leg he hit it in, but it is a goal for Barcelona. A very good goal for Oscar Mingueza, his second with the first team. And is it safe to say now, Oliver, that we have a game?
We have a game. Barcelona are managing to shake things up. There's plenty of time now to at least get a draw. It's actually Asensio Valverde for Asensio. That's surprising. Valverde put Barcelona in many trouble. But there is a game now, and Barcelona need to keep doing things. Very good movement, as you said, by Mingueza, managing to infiltrate the box undetected, and he was completely unmarked when he took that shot.
Yep, and now Zinedine Zidane has moved pieces, and Marco Asensio has come on for Federico Valverde. So a little bit less physical in that midfield, a little bit more technical. We'll have to see how this pans out.
Upwards, yeah.
And now Real Madrid tried to break free through Vinicius. Vinicius trying to cross it, and it hits the crossbar. I mean, it hits the post. He did a low cross, and Ronald Araujo was there to cut it out. But after his deflection, the ball hit the post. That's luck. That's luck. That's pure luck for Barcelona right there. Ronald Araujo tried to just hit the ball out, but it did hit the post. And now Real Madrid have Modric shaking away from Pedri, and he goes to Kroos trying to cross it once again, but it goes over the goal of Marc-André ter Stegen. And now it's ball for Barcelona. As you said, a very good goal from Barcelona. Mingueza achieving to go undetected inside the box behind on the back of both Nacho and Militao, and in front of Mingueza. And what a good movement from Griezmann.
Griezmann was essential. He drew the centre back, took him to the first post, and then just let the ball slip through his legs. That was key for the goal. Yeah.
And now we have Ousmane Dembele facing Nacho on the right part of the box. He goes back to Busquets. Busquets finds Messi in front of the box. He goes to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba looking for another cross. He does it though. He finds Messi once again. Messi finds Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba with a cross. Oh, and it hits Courtois' leg. It was a cross. There were 2 or 3 players of Barcelona ready to have a tap on that ball, but it falls now to Vinicius. Vinicius goes to Kroos back to Vinicius, and the ball is now out for a handball, for a throw-in for Barcelona. And it's a quick throw-in from Pedri. We have a game right now. Barcelona looking to tie the matchup in these few minutes. Now we have Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba being very participative at the moment. Let's take into consideration that with Valverde being taken off, a lot of that pressure will now go on to Asensio defensively and Casemiro. We'll see.
Casemiro
Messi
will maintain the level, but Asensio is not Valverde defensively, and that should release the midfield of Barcelona of a lot of that pressure.
Yep, and now Griezmann draws a foul a little bit close to the edge of the box. Not that close, but he draws a foul by Casemiro. Casemiro that had a strong contact, I believe, on his foot. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see how Barcelona now try to win this match. So far, Jordi Alba is being key for that attack, as well as Ousmane Dembélé, that is adding a lot of dimension to that attack, and also a lot more threat to Ferland Mendy, that is being very occupied. Now Sergio Busquets is off, and Sergi Roberto will be coming on.
To me, the key so far is Griezmann, and that Sergi Roberto sub is for his fresher legs, physicality, more able to run, to cover ground offensively and defensively. That's probably the reason for that sub.
Yep. Now we have free kick. Messi that tries to go directly, but it hits the wall. And now Marco Asensio tries to break free. He goes to Vinicius. Vinicius that touches the ball, but the ball goes to Mingueza. Mingueza plays it to Marc-André ter Stegen. The rain is still pouring down hard on the pitch, and it is having an effect so far in the game. Real Madrid not looking that much comfortable as they were in the past few minutes. We have Sergi Roberto with his first touch of the ball. He goes to Pedri. Pedri goes back to Messi. Messi that finds Frenkie de Jong after he was pressured by 2-3 defenders. And now Ousmane Dembélé facing two. He goes back to Mingueza. Mingueza goes to Sergi Roberto, goes back to Mingueza. Mingueza to De Jong. De Jong to Pedri. Pedri finding Jordi Alba. He will reach that long ball by Pedri. And now they have De Jong with Pedri. Pedri with Alba. Alba with a cross. And it goes all the way over to Mingueza. Mingueza, and he finds Sergi Roberto. Sergi Roberto goes back to Mingueza. Mingueza with Frenkie de Jong. And now they go to Araujo. Araujo all the way over to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba finds Griezmann inside the box. He goes back to Messi, but the ball is just pitched out of his reach. And it's now Modric. Modric is trying to find space, and he finds Vinicius. Vinicius with a lot of green space in front of him. Mingueza trying to go back, but he tries to pass the ball to Benzema, and Ronald Araujo is all over it. Araujo and
Mingueza. Great defensive move. Yep. Great defensive move by Araujo.
Araujo and Mingueza with incredible displays of physicality and resistance, going backtrack towards their own goal. And Mingueza really putting the pressure on Vinicius. And then Araujo just gets rid of the ball with any mean possible. And now it's a free kick.
Modric, by the way. That was some pass.
Yeah, great pass in the space by Luka Modric. And now we have Toni Kroos, 66 minutes of the match. And we have Kroos on that corner kick. We'll have to see. And he goes and he tries to find Benzema. Benzema tries to take it. Oh, but two attackers of Real Madrid slipped and could not have contact. Now Ousmane Dembélé tries to break free. He finds Messi, but I don't know who that was. I think it was Odriozola slid it and took the ball away from Messi, and now it falls back to Vinicius. Vinicius finds Casemiro that's trying to gain some ground. He goes back to Vinicius. Vinicius goes down to the ground, and he's given a foul by Clément Lenglet.
I don't think that was a foul.
No, it wasn't a foul. The referee, I don't know what he saw. I think he saw that he maybe had a little bit too much contact.
Great challenge by Odriozola, to be honest.
Yeah, great tackle. Had he not done that, Barcelona could have gone very quickly into space with Ousmane Dembélé and Antoine Griezmann both on the wings. Now we have another free kick, not that dangerous for a shot, but a good center could represent a lot of danger for Barcelona. We'll have to see as Kroos is getting ready to send the cross. 67 minutes. The cross goes. It looked as if Benzema was going to have a free header, but I think it was Clément Lenglet that hit it out. And now Modric has it. He goes to Asensio. Asensio gets rid of the pressure of Jordi Alba, and he sends another cross, and it falls down. It had Vinicius, but Vinicius actually headed it out in the wrong direction. And now Barcelona are trying to break free with Ousmane Dembélé having a lot of green space in front of him, facing Ferland Mendy. He goes to Messi, he goes to Griezmann, and it falls to Messi. Messi has a shot, but it goes just wide. And another free kick for Barcelona. I believe it was Nacho that had a contact on Lionel Messi just outside the box.
Just as he was shooting. It's a good yellow card. It's a good yellow card for Barcelona. We need to play on Nacho, try to find him. It wasn't a hard tackle, but he got there late and took Messi down.
Yep. basically a very similar position to that of the goal of Toni Kroos. The cross of Oscar Marco Asensio was a really good one, but Vinicius just headed it out the wrong way, and then it fell to Toni Kroos that tried to also head it in, but he just diverted the ball all the way outside of the goal, and I believe it was Araujo that was there and cleared it. And after that came the counterattack that now has Barcelona in front of the box of Real Madrid, and Messi getting ready to take it. We'll have to see. He can take it. Well, we all know that his capability of taking it a direct free kick, but also let's take into consideration that Thibaut Courtois is also very good in these situations.
And Messi hasn't scored in the last 6 Clásicos. We should remember, lest we forget. So let's just say that. So he scores now and makes
20 meters bad. And Alvaro Odriozola is on the pitch. He goes Messi. It hits the wall once again, and now Real Madrid just get rid of it as quick as possible. Real Madrid, I believe, are being somewhat nervous. They don't seem that comfortable as they were in the first half. And now a throw-in for Barcelona. The rain is still pouring down on the pitch, and the players are just looking soaking wet.
It is very intense rain again, but now it's not gonna be. I mean, it will affect the game, but it won't be. I'm sure the last few minutes it won't be postponed or anything.
No.
Now they will play all the way to the end. It's the 70th minute already,
and now we have. Yep, and now we have Benzema is trying to look for Ferland Mendy, but Vinicius got it inside that pass. And now we have Messi breaking into space. He has Mingueza on his right. He looks, but he goes to the center. And now Sergio Roberto finds Mingueza on that right pass. Oh, and he tries some sort of a semi-cross shot, and it goes just wide of Thibaut Courtois' goal. And now we have 2 substitutes for Real Madrid. I believe it's Mariano and Isco, and I do believe Ilaix Moriba will be coming on. It was some sort of very hard cross, Oliver, or how do you see it?
I think he was trying to cross, but it's the thing that you put a very tense, very hard cross. So whoever touches the ball, it's very likely to go inside. Yep. But no one touched it. It was very close to actually end up in the net, but no one touched it.
Yeah, now we have a triple substitution for Real Madrid. Marcelo, Mariano, and Isco will be coming on. One of the people being subbed off will be Vinicius, but first, Araujo is coming off, and Ilaix Moriba is coming on. So another change for Ronald Koeman. Vinicius is coming off, as well as I mentioned before. Benzema as well. So
for Mariano, probably, yeah.
Yeah, for Mariano, and I do think probably the plan for Real Madrid will be to hold on to this result. Toni Kroos also coming off.
Marcelo will play in the midfield, but just on the left side, so he has a double. Zidane puts a double team on Dembélé, and Marcelo will be assisting Mendy and trying to be harmful in the attack because he's of course very talented.
Yeah, so quick recap. Toni Kroos has come off for Isco. Karim Benzema has come off for Mariano. And Vinicius Jr. has also come off. And Marcelo has come on. So triple substitution for Real Madrid. Also, Zinedine Zidane thinking on the match of next Wednesday against Liverpool on the second leg of Champions League. We'll have to see how they fare with these changes, as a lot of these players haven't played that much this season, especially coming on.
I'm very surprised with Isco because he's been expected to actually leave the club, if not last winter, next summer, and he hasn't played at all. He's probably way out of shape. He's not a physical midfielder or a defender midfielder, which probably they need, but I'm assuming Zidane trusts him to control the ball and to take some of that ball possession away from Barcelona and help them release some of the pressure that way.
Yep, and we have had the first matchup between Ousmane Dembélé and Marcelo. It is a corner kick for Barcelona on that right side of the pitch. Here comes the corner. And now, but I do believe Eder Militao was the one that headed it out for Barcelona, for Real Madrid's defense, or Mariano. I could not really distinguish. And now we have a long pass. It was a long pass intended for Sergi Roberto. That has been a little bit more participative these minutes. Almost 73 minutes, almost 74 minutes of the game has passed. We'll have to see what these 16 minutes remaining have for us in store, Oliver.
We'll see. I think we can expect a lot of what we've seen in the last few minutes. Barcelona trying to put some pressure on the attacking half. The taking Araujo off is definitely, maybe De Jong will play a bit further back, but it's to get another midfielder and to just go all out on the offensive because time is running out anyway.
Oh, it was a cross by, I'm sorry, Oliver, but it was a cross by Lionel Messi, and Ilaix Moriba was there to head it, but it fell to the hands of Thibaut Courtois. Another action of great attack by Barcelona. It was in quick succession, and Thibaut Courtois was quick to get there. He was not really that troubled, but a great cross by Lionel Messi to Ilaix Moriba. Ilaix Moriba, a person that has come on for Ronald Araujo, and is now playing in the midfield, a lot more physical, to say the least, in that midfield. And we'll have to see what comes now for Barcelona, as Marcelo has the ball after a quick deflection, and he tries to cross it, but the defender was there first, and now he tries to head it once again. It falls to Modric to Mariano that is pressured by Clement Lenglet, and the ball is taken away from him. And now it was Griezmann that was trying to find Pedri, but Isco won the ball fairly. And now we have once again Odriozola that's trying to go forward, but not really that convinced of what he has to do. He faces Jordi Alba. He tries to send a cross very, very strongly, and actually Ter Stegen has to have a hand on it, and he sends it to the corner kick. Another corner kick for Real Madrid. It was a very strong, very uncommon kind of cross. I do think Ter Stegen didn't want to get that worried about it, and he decided to just head it out. Well, to have a hand on it.
It probably would have gone in, but it definitely was a miskick by Odriozola. I'm certain he was trying, by the position of his body, he was trying to cross it to a teammate, not to put it in the goal.
As you were saying that, Isco tried to have a shot on target, but the defense was quick to get there. And now Marcelo had an attempt of volley, but the ball went very wide of Ter Stegen's goal. And now we have Frenkie de Jong that's trying to break free from the pressure of Mariano, and he goes down. It is a foul against Mariano. And now Ilaix Moriba will be quick to take it. He goes to Lenglet. He goes to Mingueza to Messi that is in the midfield, dropping a little bit back to have a little bit more contact and trying to orchestrate an attack for his team. And now we have De Jong that shakes off Mariano back to De Jong back to Messi that finds in between spaces his teammates. He almost found Ilaix Moriba, but he wasn't ready for that pass, and it goes all the way to Thibaut Courtois.
Marcelo's been very active since he came on. Another criticized player, especially for his physical, or his lack of physical discipline and his lack of defensive discipline. But one player that is also very talented on defensive end, particularly for being a left back. And I think already against, already in the last league game, when they hosted Eibar, Marcelo played in this position, and he seemed to be more comfortable. He was removed from practically any defensive responsibility.
Yep. Now we see Gil Manzano, the referee of the match, asking for a replacement of his earpiece, as probably the rain has had its effect, and now he's asking for a replacement to have communication with his fellow referees. A very unusual situation right now that we're seeing. 78 minutes played, 12 to go.
No, it wouldn't have gone in that cross. I thought it, but no, it didn't. You were saying it's very strange what's happening, but the little piece they have on their arm to communicate probably with the VAR as well. It's having some problems. Well, obviously then Lionel Messi is also trying to communicate with the bench and trying to, sort out some ideas as time. We have like less than 12 minutes to go plus injury time. And we haven't gotten a clear shot in a while.
Let's go really quickly through the subs that are still on the bench. We have Pjanic, we have Puig, we have Braithwaite, and Trincao. There are still possibilities to have an impact on this match. As we look back to the comments that we have, Jose Chavez says, hi. Hi, Jose Chavez.
Hello.
Leave a comment if you want to discuss anything, you want to let us know something. We'll be just to say hi. We'll be sure to check them out. Lionel Messi is asking for a change of his T-shirt. He is soaking wet as well as all the other players. He is changing his 2 T-shirts as he uses one under the official kit of Barcelona.
The terming one, probably, to keep him warmer. Barcelona has 2 substitutions left. So unless probably if Koeman is to make a move, Braithwaite and Trincao appear as the most likely players to come on.
Yep, or even Ricky Puig for Pedri probably could be another substitution that would be interesting, especially as we know that Puig, even though if he plays just 10 minutes of a match, he gives it all. He plays with intensity, so it will be interesting to see. A throw-in for Real Madrid right now. It's Marcelo that has a throw-in. Lionel Messi has come back to the pitch. He has made his change of jersey. So
Trincao coming on for Pedri as well.
Trincao and Braithwaite coming on, both of them simultaneously. As you said, will probably be Pedri and we'll see.
And Dembele.
Yep.
I think
Dembele is coming off for Braithwaite, and Trincao will be coming on for Pedri. Pedri that is basically just already leaving the pitch right now. Good second half of Ousmane Dembele, much more active. Not that player that we would have liked to have a lot more influence on the match, but not a bad overall game for him, right, Oliver?
No, and he followed a similar evolution that of the last game against Valladolid.
I'm sorry, Oliver, to cut you off, but Mariano stole the ball from Ilaix Moriba, and it went all the way over to Ter Stegen that received the ball from Jordi Alba after he made an attempt to take the ball away, and he just got rid of the ball, and now it's a throw-in for Real Madrid. It's Odriozola to Modric to Asensio finds Mariano tries another it was Isco trying to find another shot on target, but it goes also wide. It goes over the goal of Marc-André Ter Stegen.
We were saying Dembele followed a very similar pattern than the one of against Valladolid. They started in the center, very comfortable, close down, not dangerous at all. And the second half was changed to play at the wing, and then he improved tenfold.
As of now, we see that Sergi Roberto is now occupying the place that Ousmane Dembele was using before. Let's remember that that Vinicius is not on anymore, so that part is now not really one to be worried by, as Marcelo isn't that pacey player that he once was, but still a very key part of the pitch right now for both Barcelona and Real Madrid. 82nd minute, and we'll see another 8 minutes plus what the fourth ref decides to add on. We have Antoine Griezmann that gets the ball, and now falls all the way to Jordi Alba that goes against Thibaut Courtois, and the ball goes all the way over the box, and it's now, I believe, I don't know if it's a penalty because Martin Braithwaite goes down after a contact with Ferland Mendy that just, I believe, took his right arm and just pulled it. Jordi Alba was there, but Ferland Mendy was not really that quick to react. Braithwaite was, but a slight contact between Braithwaite and Ferland Mendy. Ferland Mendy did have a contact on his right arm or his left arm, I believe, and Braithwaite just went down. The referee is talking with the VAR. We'll see what they decide. Could you see a penalty right there, Oliver?
I don't think he's going to call the penalty. There is definitely some contact. He's pulling at the Braithwaite's arm, but I'm not sure that would be enough for a penalty, to be honest.
Yeah, and now we have a yellow card for Jordi Alba, I believe, for protesting. And now it's not a penalty. It has not been ruled a penalty, and now it would be a ball for Real Madrid. It was the minimum contact, but also let's take into consideration this match. The slightest contact can be the difference. So no penalty for Barcelona. A good attempt by Jordi Alba. That had won the ball back from Alvaro Odriozola. His attempted shot did not go on target, and that's why Braithwaite was looking to get it back before the contact with Ferland Mendy. Ronald Koeman is livid at the moment. He is discussing with his fellow coaches to see what could have happened, and he was shown a yellow card, Ronald Koeman. Now, Real Madrid have it in the midfield. They try to go quickly to Mariano Diaz with a long ball. Mariano does get there, but Miguenza wins it, and now Sergi Roberto. And Marcelo tried to win the ball back, but he hit it just a little bit too hard and went over, and it's now a goal kick for Marc-André ter Stegen.
As
5 minutes.
Penalty. A possible penalty.
Very, I don't know. I'm on the fence, 50-50, yes, no, depending on the referee. But, well, let's hope that Barcelona can do something and won't regret that action. Right now we have Messi outside the box. He looks for Jordi Alba, and he does find him all the way over on the left side. He goes to Ilaix Moriba. He goes to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba finds once again Messi, now a little bit more into the center. He goes to Frenkie de Jong. Back to Messi. Messi in front of two defenders of Real Madrid. Messi finds, I believe it is Jordi Alba, and now he goes to Ilaix Moriba, and now Jordi Alba goes to Oscar Mingueza. Mingueza goes to Sergi Roberto. Sergi Roberto trying to find for some kind of space, but Real Madrid just waiting for them. Now Frenkie de Jong, he goes to Sergi Roberto. Sergi Roberto has to go back to Mingueza. Mingueza to Trincao. Trincao, I believe his first contact with the ball, he tries to find Sergi Roberto, and he has to make an effort to go back. But the ball went out, as it was a very poor pass by Francisco Trincao. 86 minutes.
Yeah, I think that Trincao couldn't control the ball. It went out. But as you said, Francisco Trincao hasn't really caused an impact in the first few minutes. Hopefully he manages to.
No, Ferland Mendy just receives the ball and gets rid of it. Quickly, let's go to the comments. Ojad Habib Buck says, thank you so much. Great commentary. Muchas gracias. You're welcome. And says, great commentary. Muchas gracias. De nada, no hay de qué. Let's get back to the game. 87 minutes, 67 possession for Barcelona, and just 33 for Real Madrid. The ball goes all the way over to Thibaut Courtois after a big deflection, I believe, from a midfielder of Real Madrid. He has it. He takes it very calmly. Eder Militao hangs back, but Thibaut Courtois just tells him to get away from him, and he kicks it all the way over to the other side, looking for Marco Asensio, but not really getting to him. Zinedine Zidane looking a little bit nervous of the results so far. We'll have to see. No more pieces to be moved for Ronald Koeman. He has used all of his substitutions. Just wait and see if the players on the pitch can produce something special. You have the throw-in. It arrives to Griezmann to Jordi Alba, but it goes then to Casemiro. Frenkie de Jong wins it. Frenkie de Jong, it is a foul by, I believe it was Zisco on Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong asking for the ball very quickly. They play quickly to Sergi Roberto that has Marcelo all over him, and very quickly throw in for Barcelona. Sergi Roberto goes back to Frenkie de Jong, and now Messi in the midfield. He tries to find. He gets away from one midfielder. It is Casemiro. It is a foul by Casemiro. He takes him down, but Casemiro gets really angry with Ilaix Moriba. I don't know if Ilaix told him something, but he gets really angry. He gets livid, as well as Modric. The referee has shown him a yellow card to the Real Madrid midfielder after a very aggressive challenge on Lionel Messi. Now we have, again, the game is renewed. We have Frenkie de Jong with Lenglet. Lenglet goes to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba tries to pass it to Ilaix Moriba, but the ball goes away. And now it's a throw-in after a deflection by Marco Asensio. And now we have Antoine Griezmann. Antoine Griezmann trying to look for space. He finds Mingueza, but he lets the ball go in favor of Messi. Messi looking for Sergi Roberto. Sergi Roberto looking for a cross. Sergi Roberto, does he do it? No, he goes back to Mingueza. Mingueza back to Sergi Roberto. And now Trincao to Mingueza. Mingueza is taken down, I believe, by Casemiro. Casemiro will be sent off on a double yellow card. No, it is Casemiro that will be sent off.
Casemiro, yes.
On a double yellow card in just a matter of 1 or 2 minutes. And the Barca players are telling him, just leave the pitch as quickly as possible. It was a very aggressive challenge as well against Mingueza. He was taken down.
He was late.
Yep, he was late. He did not arrive on time and did not play the ball. Another free kick of Barcelona in front of the box of Thibaut Courtois. Casemiro is sent off, 89th minute. An important and a key part of Zinedine Zidane's team so far, and a key part of maintaining this result. Casemiro leaves the pitch laughing and looking at the Barca bench. Ronald Koeman is telling him something. Casemiro just trying to get off and telling everyone to be calm. Lionel Messi is getting ready. Is more on the right side of the goal of Thibaut Courtois. It's more of in his favor. It's his sweet spot to say, let's see if Messi with a shot, and it goes, but it's very calmly controlled by Thibaut Courtois. It was a very soft attempt by Lionel Messi. It did not have that much of a direction and not that much of power. Thibaut Courtois was all over that attempt. Probably Lionel Messi would have been more, would have surprised more if he had tried to make a cross or do something different. And now Mariano tries to win the ball all on the other side of the pitch. 4 minutes have been added. 1 minute has been played. Marc-André Stegen plays the ball quickly. He goes to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba trying to gain space quickly. He's chasing down by Mariano. He finds Messi. Messi goes in front of Isco. He gets away from Ferland Mendy. He tries to send across, but it was just deflected. And now Ilaix Moriba tries his shot, but it goes over the goal of Thibaut Courtois. Barcelona are beginning to get desperate. They're just trying to get whatever space they can and trying to get a goal. Ilaix Moriba had a little bit good of space, but the attempt was just all over the goal of Thibaut Courtois. Not anywhere close.
That was probably a better choice.
Yep. And now, almost 2 minutes played of the 4 that have been added on. Thibaut Courtois is taking his sweet time to get the ball rolling once again. Thibaut Courtois still waiting, still making time.
Mm-hmm.
And now
2 minutes to go.
The ball goes what's his name? To Marcelo. But Mingueza is there once again, heroic. He just got the ball away from the control of Marcelo, and it fell to the feet.
From behind. It was a risky play, but very good. Very good.
Yeah, probably one of the last options of Barcelona to gain something from this match. It goes to Braithwaite. Braithwaite heads it in direction of Griezmann. It goes back to Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba has it. He crossed it. Almost a good header by Braithwaite, but it goes just wide of the goal of Thibaut Courtois. And now once again, Courtois tries to do as little as possible with the time left. What a good defensive action by Mingueza. Really, really good. He took the ball away very cleanly, and he won it back. 93 minutes played, 1 to go. Let's remember that Casemiro was sent off in these added minutes, so probably another minute will be added on. Let's hope so. Courtois is taking the whole time of the world. He sends it now. Mariano wins it. He tries to head it once again in direction of Marcelo, but it falls to Ter Stegen, and now it goes all the way to the left side. It goes to Mingueza to Ilaix Moriba that's taken down by Isco, and then the ball is headed out of the pitch by Modric, I believe, also trying to gain a few seconds out of it. It falls to Messi. Messi that heads another ball off, as there were two balls on the pitch. 93 minutes, 40 seconds. 20 seconds ago, Marc-André Ter Stegen is going for it. He's going for towards the box of Thibaut Courtois. The cross is headed. Oh, it falls to Moriba, and he hits the crossbar. It falls to Ter Stegen, and he hits, and it goes over the bar. Another attempt, and I believe it will be the end of the match. Moriba hit the crossbar, and the referee signals that it has ended. Moriba hit the crossbar on the last attempt of Barcelona, and the game is over. The game is over. Barcelona lose 2-1 to
Real Madrid.
To Real Madrid. A very good attempt in this second half to come back.
Well,
not enough.
Threw away the game in the first one, probably.
Yep. A good game. Well, good second half to say. The first half was a little bit not that good. It did seem for a second that Real Madrid could actually gain a much better result, probably a 2-3-0 result at the end of the game. But Barcelona did come back and, well, did a very heroic effort, let's say the least.
Yes, and I think thoroughly deserves at least a draw. But it wasn't unlucky with the shots. It wasn't unlucky with the posts, and it was a case of a little. We scored the first goal in the 60th minutes, almost 58. It was a case of a little too late and too little.
Yeah,
it's a shame because I don't think Real Madrid ended up deserving the win. They were a lot more solid in the first half, but the second one they really struggled and they looked like they were suffering a lot.
Yeah. Well, let's take a look at very quickly at the statistics. At the possession wise, Barcelona have 68% and Real Madrid 69% almost, and Real Madrid have 31. Corner kicks 6-5 in favor of Barcelona. In the attack wise, 18 shots by Barcelona against 14 of Real Madrid. Just four of those shots were on target, and 3 of Real Madrid. And just very unlucky because Barcelona, statistic wise, was all over the pitch. They had the possession, they had the opportunities, but they just couldn't convert them into goals.
And in terms of the league, it is a blow. We can't deny that. But if Atletico Madrid doesn't manage to get a win tomorrow in Sevilla against Betis, and should remind the listeners that we are not, they are not able to play Luis Suarez, who was suspended anyway, but I also got injured this week, and Marcos Llorente is also suspended for one game for 5 yellow cards. We still would be 1-2 points behind the leader, but now also 1 point behind Real Madrid.
Yep. So as of now, Barcelona are sitting in third place, 1 point behind Atletico Madrid and 1 point behind Real Madrid. So it gets even narrower at the end of the season. As we always say,
depending on the Atletico result tomorrow, if they win, they take 3. They maintain the advantage they had with Real Madrid, and they increase the one they had
on
Barcelona.
Yeah. Well, as we always say, let's remember Barcelona and Atletico Madrid are not competing anymore for the Champions League. Real Madrid is. They are facing next Wednesday at Anfield, Liverpool, with a 3-1 global advantage, right, Oliver? 3-1.
2-1. They probably will suffer. It will probably be a very physical game. That will take its toll, hopefully, the following weekend. We will see. But I'm fairly sure it won't be it won't be a walk in the park for Real Madrid. and then they will. I mean, they had like 3 very intense games they will have had 3 very intense games in 7 days, and hopefully they are down to bare bones anyway because of the injuries. So hopefully they will take it all.
Yep. Well, if Real Madrid do go on to the semifinals of the Champions League, they will be facing the winner of either Chelsea or Porto. And well, I mean, as always, it is a very strange season. It has always been demanding for the players, but this season in particular has been having matches basically every 3 or 4 days. So Real Madrid can be on their reserves of energy for this final part of the season. They will have they will have the emotional side and motivational side on their side in their favor, as they have just been in Barcelona in El Clásico. But Barcelona can really just focus on winning that one match of Copa del Rey and winning the rest of their matches in La Liga. And well, hoping for a miracle that Atletico Madrid also get tripped up on the way, and that Real Madrid can also suffer against teams that they have against. Well, they have their games pending.
Yeah, exactly. As you said, now it's only league for Barcelona except for next weekend cup final. One trophy 90 minutes away. Hopefully the team can snatch it. That would be an important impulse from a mental and a psychological perspective. And it would be very harmful in that same aspect if the team doesn't manage to win the cup.
Yep. Anything else to add, Oliver, to this transmission?
No, so it's too bad it didn't go as we expected. We ended up enjoying a good second half. That's true. The team woke up too late today after a bad first half, but too bad they didn't manage to at least snatch a draw.
Well, it is what it is. Football can be unfair
Well,
to say.
yeah.
Yep, can be unfortunate. You may have the possession, but the other team can score 1 or 2 goals in a quick succession, and you just don't come back. For those tuning in or that could watch the whole match, Barcelona just lost 2-1 against Real Madrid. Goals of Karim Benzema with a back heel, and Toni Kroos after a deflection on his free kick deflection on Serginho Dest. And I think heroic Mingueza for Barça. He scored the goal for Barcelona, and then he prevented a third goal from Real Madrid. So I would say, I don't know. Who would you say was the man of the match for Barcelona today, Oliver?
I'll go with Mingueza probably. I like the impact Griezmann caused in the second half, but let's say Mingueza because, as you said, he scored, he battled hard, and he actually managed to save a goal in that just sort of tapping that ball
away from Marcelo.
Away from Marcelo in the last few minutes of the game. So yeah, I probably could go with Mingueza. How about you?
So, I would say it was Mingueza. I liked how Griezmann entered the match. He entered like very participant. He was very he was all over the pitch. But after that first goal, I didn't see him that much creating danger for Thibaut Courtois. He was good, but he didn't do that much. Well, I think that's all from us. Just looking very quickly to the comment. Abraham Perez says, great transmission. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hope you liked it, even though the result was not that good. I think that's everything from us. As always, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for listening to us. And I hope, we all hope from the Blaugranagram team that you're keeping safe and keeping sane. And let's keep an eye out on La Liga and La Copa del Rey. That's what's remaining. Let's not lose faith. Barcelona can still end up being the champion. It's not impossible. Just 1 point difference right now from Real Madrid, and 1 point depending on what Atletico Madrid does in their next match. So let's not lose the faith and let's keep it together. So Thank you for everything.